It was their pick, so they must feel confident in it in some form, but obviously the guys behind the GFINITY desk did talk about the veto system earlier on, so make of that what you will. But it looks like we are live, finally ready to go on Cash, the first map in this best of two between VP and C9.
Alright, so got quite a lot of traffic in middle here as Pasha and Taz are there. They're defending well, 2 frags, 3 there coming into play for Virtus.pro, holding it down like heroes, but it's going to be Shroud that emerges and, after all the gunfire has ceased. And now we've got to take stock of the situation. 2 left here for Cloud9, one of which very low, now dead, thanks to Bialy, and that bomb is in a precarious position in the vents. So it's going to be very hard indeed for Sean Gers.
Yes, it most certainly will. And a great start for Virtus.pro, taking the aggression to the terror side of Cloud9, and Bialy will confirm that final kill, giving the Polish side of Virtus.pro the first round here. So that was an interesting one. I liked Virtus.pro stats, but it just seemed like C9 kind of ran into the blender. They all came out mid one by one. That smoke was in the way, and the headshots rolled in. So let's see what Virtus.pro going for. A couple of FAMASs to start things off and a few SMGs as well. Cloud9 not really deciding to go for too much, but 5 P250s, I think, the name of the game for them here.
Yeah, indeed, just looking to make that money, make the bank, as Cloud9 are going to be rolling into the B-bomb site. And not much of an investment from them, only 2 flashes and some P250s, so going very light indeed, considering they didn't get the bomb planted. And here they come. Snax is ready and waiting behind the smoke as usual, and he gets 2 quick kills with that, making all the bank indeed. These SMGs really paying off, and that will be the round there for Virtus.pro.
Only 1 casualty, Snax going down, but a good hold all the same. I like those little sneaky positions in those kind of rounds when you're on an anti-eco. Just changing it up a tiny bit, playing somewhere a bit different where maybe those T players who are trying to get into a bomb site, maybe get a bomb down to increase their economy, aren't going to check at times. So they'll reward themselves and upgrade a rifle onto Snax there. He's picked up an M4 now instead of an SMG in the last round. But C9 once again only going for a couple of pistols, buys. It looks like 4 P250s again and a Deagle this time on Shroud. Yeah,
they're already actually saving quite a lot of money, as opposed to what you would usually see. And interestingly as well, their pistol choice just rushing into mid is very, very uncommon, and it's pretty miraculous that Virtus.pro had the 2 players in place to actually deal with that, because again, the setup there from Virtus.pro was also pretty unconventional, having 2 players rushing down middle. You don't usually see that because you're kind of playing to the close range strengths of the Ts with those Glocks, so if they were to go middle. So yeah, very unconventional opening, but it is Virtus.pro who are on the cleanup once again. Snax is taking no prisoners. Great triple there from the vent area, and that is exactly... Well, I think most people now think that the vent room, the vent area, sorry, is synonymous with the name Snax.
Oh, most certainly so. Bialy cleans up the last 2 kills, and that will be 3-0 for Virtus.pro. Good start here from the Polish, and now we do see Cloud9 buy up, and this is what I've been wanting to see. We've actually got an AWP in the hands of Neo here, of course. We know that he can pick up the AWP as well if Pasha's not feeling it at times, and Skadoodle buying it instantly as soon as he's got the money to be able to do so. But going for the glass cannon option here, no armor for him, and he's already been tagged down to 36. That's not good.
That really hurts, doesn't it? And he opted to grab a smoke and a flash as well, so probably in lieu of actually being able to afford Kevlar potentially there. But I'll have to see if he's going to be able to pick anything up here. Virtus.pro playing it quite defensively at the moment. They've got a really nice setup. They've got good tabs on middle. They've got a great response potentially on B. And Sean Gers isn't really forcing out any grenades towards the B area, but it's going to be Freakazoid trying to get an entry there. Gets denied. Actually is going to get it onto Bialy. So Cloud9 working their way in towards A, but the bomb is actually down at the moment still.
Have a look at this position coming in. I think that's from Taz actually at the second. He's actually made his way into mid-main, and he could go on the flank here and do some good damage. On board with Snax though, as C9 look to make their entrance onto this A-bomb site. Nothing picks up another kill, and that will be that flanker of Taz down. So this is a very, very difficult situation here for Virtus.pro. They've got 5 angry Cloud9 players trying to enter this site. Still coming in very slowly. 36 seconds left on the clock. Snax will find one, but doesn't pick up the kill. And, the analyst earlier on talked about Freakazoid and his entry fragging skill. That's a good way to introduce yourself here.
Yeah, definitely opening things up wonderfully there for Cloud9. And they took it very slow after getting those kills. They didn't rush themselves in. They waited to be able to come in together before they, made a move. So I really, really respect that kind of coordinated play there from Cloud9, where they're not rushing themselves and saying, oh no, we've got the pick, let's just go in right now, when they're not all together. And so they're going to pick one up straight away, which is important because now we can see Virtus.pro going to be a little bit stretched on the money. We see the scout into the hands of Neo now. And this setup is a little bit more defensive here. They don't have a man in the vent area at the moment.
Well, have a look at the position from Pasha. He's actually just stationed himself right under the boost there over in mid. So he's in a very good spot. We can see him now on the screen. Just going to check if anybody could be pushing out aggressively, but still no picks as of yet. Slow start to round number 5 here on Cash. And they're just seeing what information they can find. Simple as that really at the minute. Spreading across the map you can see. But what do you think about this setup here from Virtus.pro?
Well, right now it's again very strong across the board. Really, they've got all the information they need. They can respond quickly to B pushes, and they can hear, of course, anything that's going on in middle. But at the moment, Cloud9 very silent. They're not even forcing grenades out from Virtus.pro by being a nuisance. They're just gonna go for a contact play, just walking all the way in with the entire lineup, and that's gonna really be strong if they get these fast frags. And there it is, first entry coming the way of nothing. Snax is down, and the bomb side is there for Cloud9.
Neo, though, comes in big with 2 P250 kills before eventually getting dropped there by nothing, leaving things now in a 3 versus 2 situation, and what looked like a great start for Cloud9 entering this B-bomb site. Maybe a little bit of a difficult one to try and win out. The bomb will be planted. Sean Gers is in a bit of a tricky spot. He gets fully flashed there. I think he may have actually just seen Pasha through the side. Now he will, but Pasha picks up the kill, leaving nothing. The last one left alive. He gets one parting kill, but it will not be enough. And that was a really clean retake there by Virtus.pro.
Absolutely, they lost 3 men, and Cloud9 need to get the bomb site down, down at least, which is nice. But of course, they are going to be reset a little bit, so they'll have some cash here to spend. But their bonus is completely gone. So when they lose this round, or if they lose this round, they have 1,900 bucks. So they will be looking at a pretty poor buy. So they really need to get the bomb down in this round if they want to keep the pressure on the economy of Virtus.pro. And as we can see, it's quite flimsy at the moment. They spent everything, so they definitely need to keep that pressure up. So bomb down is a must. Now, how are they going to accomplish it? Looks like they want to get fast aggression into mid.
Yeah, we've seen them do this a couple of times now already to start things off, just trying to get some presence in over towards mid. Taz is going to be the initial man to try and find some information out and stop them as they boost themselves over, and he will see Shroud there, fully flashed, but taking some good damage. Pasha's here to back him up and see what work he can do with that M4 in hand. He picks up 1 kill. That's Shroud down for the count. Skadoodle with his first kill on the map gets 1 before being traded by Taz, leaving things down to 4 versus 3.
Sean Gers working B storage a little bit. He has been playing that lurking role, but it's Freakazoid to come in with a good kill onto the sandbag player. However, the trade is real there, thanks to Snax, who has been showing quite some prowess with the AWP. But now Sean Gers and nothing are left, walking up middle slowly, trying to figure out what kind of options they have working in their favor. Well, they're going to go through the connector here towards CT. They're going to go for the B play here. Snax always looking for this. There's the shot.
Wow. He's just so smart. This is what Snax does time and time again. You just expect him to do these kind of things. Of course, as soon as I say that, nothing takes his head off quickly. But still, this is a difficult position for nothing. He's going to make his way up over towards that larger A bomb site here. But by now, he's fully aware of it, not messing around whatsoever. And that will be the 5th round on the board for Virtus.pro. But again, going back to that AWP, it's good to see Snax pick it up. It's just, another player on that Virtus.pro roster who can pick up the big green gun.
Yeah, Snax is, they've shifted him into that role in a lot of maps. And actually, we saw him in previous matches recently move more into kind of dedicated AWPing roles on even this map and not being the vent man as much, which was a shame to see. But we can see he's back as the vent guy here. Although this round there is no AWP for Virtus.pro. We'll have to see how things are going to be going for Cloud9. Now that they've failed to break the economy of Virtus.pro, it's starting to look a little bit strained. They are going to go for this quick play into the A bomb site though. Now, will Bialy be able to hold? There's one. There's the second one. Anyone else? Bialy says, and looks like they will spot the remainder of the lineup. So pretty easy cleanup here from Virtus.pro. They didn't even lose a single man.
No, Taz left alive on 1 point of health, but all the same, all of Cloud9 dropped. 6th round on the board for Virtus.pro. It's pretty simple there. They pushed through the smoke to Cloud9 and didn't manage to pick up any entry frags whatsoever with those measly little pistols in hand. And they will be able to buy up here. It's going to be 5 AK-47 is the name of the game. But of course, we know that term as being quite synonymous now, the Virtus plow. And this is the thing, Cloud9 on this weaker side, which they did choose to stay on of Cash. They can't let that Virtus plow start to come into motion.
The second time Skadoodle gets nailed by that grenade.
Yeah.
Didn't get the Kevlar this time, so that helped out massively. But we have the old split and pick here from Cloud9. They've got players all across the map. However, the presence in B storage is very, very passive at the moment. And Freakazoid is just waiting to see if there's going to be that pop flash push for some info from Virtus.pro. Now, it's starting to get later and later into the round, so this is kind of the timing where you might expect the CT side to start pop flashing into certain locations for info, and A main is a very popular location for that. But the set play on the A-bomb site is brewing for Cloud9.
Yeah, we can see them setting up those smokes, getting ready to go, and they've got a heavy presence over towards that A-bomb site. So Virtus.pro still playing very defensively, not starting to push through B or anything and seeing what information they can find, but just staying and waiting for the Cloud9 players to make their entrance, and that's exactly what they will do. We've got the overhead shot now as they push their way through. Bialy completely flashed, will fall to the hands of Freakazoid. The entry fragger doing good work as he picks up his second kill onto Pasha there, and that's the start that Cloud9 needed.
In comes Taz and Snacks. They were hiding in the smoke, both of them.
Wow.
The sneakiest positions inside those smokes. Cloud9 had absolutely no idea where they were hiding, and it's going to be a 7-1 scoreline. And more critically, again, Cloud9 not getting the bomb down in a round where they really needed to be able to keep that pressure on Virtus.pro. And you can see the money is starting to build. There's 2 players that have used all their reserves, but the rest are looking pretty healthy now. So, yeah, this is starting to look a little bit rough for Cloud9.
Most certainly is indeed, and we can see once again they're making their presence over towards the A main area initially. Down to pistols it will be once again here for the North American side, and Virtus.pro are looking very good. Even when left in a 3 versus 5 situation there, they held their own. They wouldn't let up any ground on that A-bomb site. They didn't even let C9 plant the bomb whatsoever, and Bialy will start things off onto Freakazoid, so that's the player with armor down here. In this 9th round, Pasha will pick up the second kill onto nothing, and this should once again be a pretty easy cleanup here. No casualties as of yet for the Polish team, and Skadoodle will fall 8-1.
I would really like to see Cloud9 on some of these buy rounds where they have more of the split kind of split and pick kind of style going, to see more of a foray, more of a challenge into the B side of the map. It can be difficult, especially if Neo's on the ult, but he hasn't actually been showing that in recent rounds. They've just been going full rifle setup, which is quite interesting that they are choosing to do this when they have the money to buy it, actually. Something that they used to do many months ago, but has since fallen out of popularity. Virtus.pro bringing the full rifle setups back in with no AWP on cash, and Neo's in a very forward position, and he does have Snacks by headshot, who can pop flash him in if he's able to hear anything. And Cloud9 looks like they're already gearing up for a B split play, but Virtus.pro have excellent positions here.
Yeah, Neo, you said, in that advanced position, probably going to play quite a key role. And we see, I think that's Snacks actually over to join him in the checkers area. We have seen Cloud9 get the bomb down over towards B, but it was retaken quite quickly by the Virtus.pro squad. So maybe starting to initially try and see what information they could find over towards that smaller B-bomb site, but now backing away once again. And still no players down. 53 seconds left on the clock, and Virtus.pro are just happy with this setup. They've got good presence once again in mid. We can see Pasha pushed right up here next to Boost. And I still think Virtus.pro have got great control of the map so far.
Yeah, this is looking very grim now, as we've got just 40 seconds left, and Skadoodle's trying to look for a way to open his team into the map, and finally the play has to come in to get map control, to get something working towards the bomb site. And we will see one frag in for Freakazoid, but across the map it's not looking so good. It's looking very, very poor indeed instead for Cloud9, who are just not getting these frags that they need. And now it's just Skadoodle left on his lonesome with the AWP. He has a free A bomb site, and he has to go for the plant. Only 15 seconds to play with before the CTs win by timeout. And here comes Neo swinging on by the side, and they should not ever lose this round, Virtus.pro. Skadoodle picks up Snacks. He's going to have to perform the clutch of his life to win this one. Player from the front, player from the back. Neo's going to start the defuse, and we are going to have the round go to Virtus.pro. So very, very. It seemed like Cloud9 could never figure out what they wanted to do in that round.
Well, we saw once again them starting to initially head over towards that B-bomb site. Thought they may try and make their presence known over there, and then once again they backed away to mid. And the clock's ticking. The pressure is slowly but surely mounting towards them. And once again, I think we see this time and time again now, that we see the Freakazoid starting to get that entry frag and getting that initial kill, but then after that, Virtus.pro respond instantly and pick up a couple of kills in their way, and that's it. And poor Freakazoid getting those entry frags isn't able to do much more. It'd
be really cool to see also some kind of like set plays into middle. If they want to take middle, to actually set play into it, have a lot of set smokes, and also stuff like that they can do is like get the wall of smokes going if they want to go for those B splits. We're seeing a lot of very passive play from them. Passive play to the extent where they don't even try to bait out any grenades from their opponents, because often you'll see a lot of teams, they'll actually push B storage a little bit with a player like, I always reference Get Right. He's really good for NIP, just pushing B storage, forcing out grenades, even winning the duels. And sometimes if he gets into a nice position where he's like, hey, I can try to take this one-on-one, he'll actually take it. And even if he dies, it can often be a worthwhile gamble, because if he wins that fight, he puts his team in a position where the CTs are rotating, they get to actually move more readily into middle and actually create a play. But there's that kind of playmaking opportunity is not coming out from Cloud9, and they're not getting Freakazoid into positions enough, and they're relying on Skadoodle when they don't have, again, like any map control to work with to begin with. So that seems to be the struggle for them.
I most certainly agree, and Virtus.pro are just showing their dominance on this map. They certainly like this map, although it was C9's pick. We all know what damage Virtus.pro can do on Cash, so not too long of a pause there, back straight into the action, and we do see once again Skadoodle picking up that AWP, so let's see what damage he can do with it. I think he's been a tiny bit quiet so far, if I'm quite honest, with the AWP, so hopefully he can start to improve and put some challenges in now towards that Virtus.pro squad, and they've actually decided to go for an AWP themselves, once again on Snacks.
Absolutely, and this is what I would like to see again. Shroud making some noise, just getting some attention towards that door area, providing that presence, trying to force out some grenades, and even to force out a player to reposition to watch that door angle. Maybe that would allow someone to peek in from A main to try to give Cloud9 an opening here, because if they don't have these set plays, and we are going to see what looks to be a delayed middle take here potentially from them, which can be very strong to allow you into either an A or B finish. But it's going to be the reliance of Skadoodle once again. Can he pick something up here? It's a big question for his team.
Well, I think Virtus.pro are aware that Skadoodle could be in this position, so we can see now just how passive they are initially taking this over towards this middle area. Taz going to be the initial person just up short to try and find something, but Neo's in that sneaky spot once again. Sean Gez is going to push his way through the smoke. No, he doesn't. He backs himself away once again, and Neo has no idea that he's there. Shroud will start things off. Skadoodle gets the second there. They've already made their way up towards that A bomb site, but Byali responds in the boost position, and, well, have a look at Cloud9 now. They've rotated themselves right back over towards B, but is this a mistake? Neo's there to stop them in his tracks, and we're left on a 2 versus 2.
So much damage coming out from Neo, just enough to make this a pretty decent situation. The time is against Cloud9 at the moment. They need to get that bomb planted, and immediately, thankfully, Nothing has a nade in hand to pick up Snacks and put Byali into a bit of an awkward position, as Skadoodle and Nothing are waiting for him now, that bomb ticking away. They've got decent enough positions here. Just have to play it by the book. As Byali scans, and he won't find anything. Skadoodle hits the shot, and he will claim the round for Cloud9. That makes it 2-9, and that's a round where they got into middle. And they, the thing is that they didn't use any grenades to do it. I would like to see them use more grenades to try to get into that middle area, because you can see in this scenario how much opportunity came from it.
Well, I personally pointed out that I was looking forward to seeing if Skadoodle could pick up his game with that AWP, and he delivered 3 kills in that last round for him. And now we see the AWP on the Virtus.pro side actually switch to Neo once again, which isn't too much of a surprise. And talking about AWPs, he picks up the first kill of the round. Back and forth frag though. Oh wow, Cloud9 just absolutely running havoc here over towards B, and out of nowhere, top fragging Byali finds himself left alone in a 1 versus 3.
Excellent stuff there. Much faster pace there from Cloud9, and that did the job. Now, lots of money to play with still for Virtus.pro, and enough at least, I believe, to get the buy-in. We'll have to see what they actually have. Actually, yeah, they're looking a little bit scarce now on the money, but they have enough to put something on the board. Of course, they're at a disadvantage. So we might see from Virtus.pro now a little bit of risk-taking to try to even things up. They don't want to play a long round here. They want to try to get some info early, maybe find a way to push or get a quick opening frag. Cloud9, they should be keeping tabs on the money of their opponents and also the options of their opponents. So they might be wise to any quick aggressions.
Well, we saw Virtus.pro at the start of the round actually play that 1-3-1 setup, initially just putting one player, which I think was Byali, with that 5-7 in hand over towards A3 in mid. Pasha still pushed up in that position, which we keep seeing him play in this match actually, over towards it. And then it was Neo over towards B, but Byali with one traded out straight away by Shroud onto Taz. And left on a 4 versus 4.
And Pasha's moved into middle as well to pick up the kill on Sean Gez, who was kind of lurking. And that's excellent now. That's going to put Virtus.pro in a nice position. And Cloud9, they're forced to go in. They've got to make it happen right here. We need a big play to come in from Cloud9. Nothing in there. Freakazoid as well. 2-on-2 as the timer is ticking away. But they've got lots of time to play with. 45 seconds, in fact. Neo going to delay the plant as he goes in solo. Just creeping by the smoke, finds the first player, but Freakazoid will pick up the kill. 9-4 as Cloud9 pick up another round. and certainly things are starting to look much more respectable for the North American team.
Yep, they're picking up that momentum now. They've stopped the Virtus plow in its tracks temporarily anyway at this stage. 3 rounds in a row for Cloud9, and this is much better. This is what we wanted to see from them, and Virtus.pro for the first time will be forced down to only using those pistols. Byali and Snacks using Deagles actually, so it will be interesting to see if they can pick up any sexy 1-Deags. But Cloud9, I think if they can, get 5 or 6 rounds here, especially after the start that they had on this map, they'll be really happy with that T side.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a nice recovery, that's for sure. And they just have to make sure that nothing goes wrong here. As, there's no investment really from Virtus.pro, just a Deags, some PD50s, and well, 2 Deags actually. But it's okay. Simple's not on the server, so they're safe for now. But they are just playing it cool and by the book, although they are very spread out. So this could be a recipe for disaster, considering Sean Gez is actually holding onto the bomb, and he's kind of on the outskirts of the map here. So if they did go for a push with the pistols, again, it could be troublesome here. It wouldn't be easy to trade with no one to support you. So definitely could have been exploitable. But Virtus.pro, they're playing it slow and just waiting to receive a push.
Well, by the looks of things, we've got 3 players from Virtus.pro over towards A. No presence in mid whatsoever now after initially going heavy towards there and trying to find what information they can. Skadoodle will start things off. That's Neo down for the count, leaving Snacks now the only one left alive on B. And Virtus.pro aren't rotating whatsoever. They are not convinced that this is going to be a B push, but now when all havoc ensues, I'm sure they will be. Snacks going to be the man to try and stop what damage he can, but just through the side of the smoke. Sean Gez will take him down, and the bomb will easily get planted there now. So this should once again be another easy round for Cloud9 to take. No trouble there whatsoever. And 9-5 is the score now. That's 4 rounds in a row that Cloud9 have taken. This is what they wanted. Maybe this was why they chose to stick on that T side, so that they could, get this less favoured side over and done with. And so far, actually, they've done not bad of a job of it. Yeah,
it's possible as well that in recent practice, of course, there's not a lot of data on these guys, to be honest, especially not against European teams. It's a pretty brand spanking new lineup, and with Freakazoid and Skadoodle, a lot of hard hitters added to the team, and well, perhaps it's possible that they feel really good about their T side cash, potentially better than their CT side. So maybe to them they felt like it was a stronger way to start. It's something that will definitely be a topic to if anyone's interviewing them. I just gave you a free question. Why did they choose a T side here? But 9-5 is the scoreline. They're going to go up against the last buy round for Virtus.pro's CT side. Can they make it a good one?
Pasha has been able to pick up that scout now by the looks of things, and let's see what damage they can do. Skadoodle getting aggressive, and wow, through the smoke I think that was. He picked up the kill onto Taz there to start things off. He's woken up here, and this is exactly what we wanted to see. Snacks now once again changing his position. He's such a dynamic player on this map. He can pretty much play anywhere he wants and do some good damage, so he will knock a couple of players down. Pasha's come in with that scout though, and as soon as I call out Snacks, he does get dropped to the hands of Shroud with his AK-47, so left in a 4 versus 3. Pasha picks up his second kill though, tagged down a 48 HP from himself, but once again we see this bomb starting to favour over towards this smaller B-bomb site.
And there are 2 players in position here for Virtus.pro as well. One up high, one down low, and Virtus.pro will open things up with a defensive kill onto Freakazoid. Good stuff there from Neo. As Cloud9 are undeterred, they're going to push in regardless. Smoke gets dropped for CT as Nothing and Sean Gez try to force their way in, but they are also very cognizant of a potential flank here from the vent, so lots of pressure on Cloud9, but Sean Gez going to make life a little bit easier with that quick kill, and in comes Nothing, a kill over from headshot onto Neo. Just Byali left. What can he pick up here? There's the first kill. He's down to 15 health. Bomb goes down for Nothing, and he'll get the kill. Great stuff there from Nothing. 9-6, Cloud9 definitely finish off with a recovery.
Oh, most certainly so. Let's have a look and see how many rounds they took in a row. It was 5, in fact, at the row there. So definitely started to wake up, showing what they could do. Skadoodle doing a good job. We can see Nothing leading on the frags there. 13-9, doing some good job. Byali leading the way for Virtus.pro. So overall, good half. I don't think, either team will be too disappointed with that. Although Virtus.pro, the fact that they just let C9 come back into that half with 5 rounds in a row, they won't be too happy in that aspect, of course. But credit to Cloud9, they didn't let their heads drop after they were 9-1 down. Yep. They picked their game back up, and it's great to see that they were doing work across the board for me. Skadoodle with that AWP. Nothing was picking up some big frags. Freakazoid starting to entry frag more. So, good work from them, and let's see what they can do as we switch halves.
Yeah, they showed some adaptability there to their playing style to a good effect, and they definitely showed that they have a lot of skill to throw at Virtus.pro, so they can create something from nothing in some of these spots. But here we are on the second half, And we are into the pistol now. We are seeing the A retake, the very standard to the meta, A retake play from Cloud9. Very safe, you can give the plant onto the A bomb site and then come in as 5. And at the moment, Virtus.pro, they are just playing it really defensively.
Yeah, and again, we see the buy from Cloud9 here. Skadoodle picking up the defuse kit, a couple of players with armor, and then Sean Gez with some grenades to work with as well. So exactly as you said, just playing with that meta there of that A retake situation. But Virtus.pro trying to scout out what information they could find as we head into this, of course, all-important pistol round in the second half. It looks like they're initially actually trying to see what mid-control they can get as they boost Biley up to the top, but Skadoodle, one tap into Pasha with that USP will start things off.
Yeah, usually middle can be kind of light, the defense from the CTs that is. So I think Virtus.pro, they wanted to get like a cheeky split up short and towards A by getting a player or two over the top, but actually, yeah, losing a player so quickly completely deterred them from doing that. Bialy's over the top though, despite all of this, and he's leading the charge for his team, but nothing by the sandbags. So sneaky. Oh no, has to hit the frags, and he only gets one. Skadoodle does clean up. He was there to support, so it is going the way of Cloud9. They're controlling the situation well, and it's just down to Snacks and Neo as they go into the B-bomb site now.
Wow. Well, Snacks will fall, leaving Neo the last one left alive. 1 versus 4 for this player. He hasn't got the bomb. He's only got 17 seconds to work with, and Shrouds will confirm the final kill there. So great work from both Skadoodle and Shroud to pick up those kills. You talked about Skadoodle supporting Nothing there. Even though Nothing was in a really great spot behind those sandbags and was able to pick up 1 kill, the fact that Skadoodle instantly traded it when Nothing got taken down was obviously big. Another trade going in favor of Cloud9. Simple as that.
Indeed, and that puts it to 9-7, so that's exactly the start the North Americans needed. Now, we're going to have this awesome situation here for Virtus.pro. They've actually opted to go for the full buy, and we're going to have some nades in, the Tech 9, single Tech 9, a bunch of PT50s and armor. There is a set play onto the A. Not much of a set play, but there's the smoke to cover for the plant, and that's all they needed. So now it's just about getting the damage done.
Well, they have got some damage done as Sean Gez will fall to the hands of Snacks to start things off. Headshot with that P250 here. Skadoodle with the scout will try and find a player, and I think he did actually leg Snacks down to 31 HP there. Snacks still getting tagged up here as the retake situation comes in. The bomb is ticking, and only 1 player on this Cloud9 side does have a defuse kit. Let's see what damage they can do with the pistols. It's trading going on all across the place, and have a look at how low those Virtus.pro players are coming in. But Neo on the flank picks up 2 huge kills with the P250, and now Skadoodle with all the work to do, but he's defusing the bomb. He pulls away from it. Will Neo pick up the kill? Left on only 2 points of health, the bomb will explode, and wow, Neo, that was incredible.
That was so sick as well, and there was still an opportunity for Skadoodle. If only he could have killed Skadoodle in the first, his opponent in the first, I think it was Neo, wasn't it? Yeah. He could have just killed him in like the first few seconds there, but he kind of got away twice, and then after the second line, he knew. If he just survives now, it's over. So that's a really, really bad situation for Cloud9. They're back, they've reset, now they just got $1,400 for that loss. Double eco for them. So yeah, that really sucks, and Virtus.pro should have a really strong economy going into the rest of this match. Now, it's all on the Cloud9 to get the damage done here. They have to get some kills on the board. They need to at least get 2 or 3 kills here. Moving in as a team there to retake A main. Beautiful stuff here from Cloud9. So that's 1 kill. Good portion of damage onto Snacks and Neo, so maybe there is yet more damage to be done.
Well, they're actually pushing through A main now. We've got 2 more players. They initially got that information and picked up 1 kill onto Bialy there, but still they pushed through initially and then back away. We can see that Shroud should be aware of this play coming in, but oh well, Neo will shut him down there. And that will mean that Skadoodle, Nothing, the last 2 left alive. Nothing has been able to pick up an MP7, but it's very obvious to them exactly where Virtus.pro are heading with this. And I mean, that last round, that eco round that Virtus.pro won, that's one of those crucial rounds in a potentially close map like this that could really define the result between these 2 teams. It was such a crazy round and very well played by Neo.
And this is actually quite sick. They managed to get the bomb down thanks to Nothing, and they kind of smoked behind it, so they're just killing time. Bomb was picked up though by Neo, and he's going to escape the smoke, and they are going to get sprayed down. And that's Neo picking up $1,800 from that Mag 10, so it kind of more than paid itself back actually. That's ridiculous, and we're gonna have to see if Virtus.pro going to get how quickly they'll get the AWP into play. I wonder if that's going to happen on their T side. Of course, on their CT side, they opted really not to use it all that much at all, to be honest, which is kind of rare these days on Cash.
but it still worked for them. You know, they picked up 9 rounds pretty much on the trot without an AWP for a while. So they did do good damage with it, all the same, showing their adaptiveness on this cash map. And wow, look at this boost from Shroud. This is what I like to see when teams run ecos, just changing it up, changing the pace up, doing something a bit unpredictable. And he's trying to find what information he can here. He's not initially found any players, but Pasha will find one as nothing will fall fully flashed. He sees if he can find anybody else. Shroud still boosted up the top here, but obviously not going to be too dangerous.
He's actually looking at the angle as well. That's actually kind of next level stuff from Bialy there. I've never seen someone checking that angle that way. They must have heard it. They must have known that he was there. Surely there's no other reason why Bialy would be checking the angle like that. But it won't pay off, unfortunately, that mix-up. So 12-7 is now the score. It was looking really good. It was like 9-7, and then boom. We got wrecked by Tech9 Armor.
Well, this is what happens with Virtus.pro. They can do this, you know, they can just pull these kind of rounds out of nowhere, it seems, and suddenly do that. And I didn't honestly, you know, even see Neo come up short on that round where he picked up those 2 kills. He was just suddenly there and picked up 2 kills. So it was just as surprise as it was for me, as it was to Cloud9, it seemed. But anyway, let's hope that Cloud9 can now bring it back, that they have got these rifles in hand once again. Skadoodle picking up that AWP. And let's see where he's playing with it, actually. We can see him right in that quad area over towards the A-bomb site. And again, the 1-3-1 setup coming in here. 3 people from the CT side in mid.
I'm kind of scared of Sean Gares' position. I mean, of course, they're not moving towards B, and that's where Sean Gares is at the moment, but he's actually alone in kind of an exposed position in front of the site. So that's kind of scary. Usually in this kind of a setup, you'd want your second AWPer on the B site and playing from further back. And you can play that super heavy 3 mid defense, and it's really strong. And here we go. The push is going to come in now from Virtus.pro towards A. And Skadoodle's going to pick up the first frag. Can they deal with him, or will he get more frags to come? There's nothing in here. Trades back and forth. Skadoodle unable to do much here. Nowhere to really run or hide. And Virtus.pro now in a 2-on-2.
It was a big kill by Shroud there to take down Pasha, and they found the information. Shroud with his second kill, actually, leaving now Snacks the last one left alive. And the bomb's actually in a really tricky spot. It's right on top of the T-red area, I think, and 30 seconds left to go. Snacks has left himself in a very tricky situation for what looked like a good A-take there from Virtus.pro. We did, of course, see Skadoodle pick up that entry frag, but he's not actually been able to pick up that bomb.
I think he could actually jump from the plant spot to pick it up in midair, but he somehow got out of there, and it's going to be the plant.
U-take situation coming in. Shroud does have that diffuse kit, so they do have time to play with, but Snacks in a common position, knowing exactly where Shroud is coming from. He peeks out slightly, just shoulder peeks it, and they now know exactly where Snacks is, but Snacks has got to try and play the clock here.
He's running out of bullets as well. 7 left in the magazine. Can he make this work? He's baiting these players. There's 2 of them left. Yeah, it's the first one. Shroud gets it done. And Sean Gares goes for the defuse, but thankfully Shroud has a kit. He has the technology, and that bomb will be defused. So Cloud9, they stem the bleeding for the moment, but they can't have much money to be playing with into these rounds. Indeed, a bunch of them without much really to buy with, not a significant buy at least, but the AWP is going to be found on Skadoodle there and Sean Gares. So now they can maybe get that double up setup, the 1-3-1, which is really strong. We'll have to see how they play with that, and if Virtus.pro, if they can scout that and then run the counter strat for it.
Have a look at where the 2 AWPs are going. So you talked about that 1-3-1. Sean Gares going over towards the A-bomb site. Quad once again, I think, actually, or he's just sticking right on top of the A-bomb site. And then, as you said, that secondary AWP player, which is Skadoodle, over towards B, just on that headshot right on the edge of the bomb site. So exactly right. Good call there from you, good sir. And let's see if Cloud9 can start to bring this back in their favour, or whether Virtus.pro will just edge themselves even closer to picking up the first map here on Cash before we head to Train, which is certainly going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that.
So yeah, one of the reasons why this is a good setup is because you get quite a lot of info on mid. You have a strong defense on mid, something that gives the T's a lot of options if they're able to take it away from you. But also you have good potential to retake as a team, but the bomb will go down. That's kind of the major weakness. That set plays will pretty much guarantee get the bomb down on the A or B site. So far, it's very late into the round. Cloud9 have changed their setup. They're a little bit afraid of some of these timings, and Virtus.pro have taken middle. Gearing up potentially to go for this B split here as Pasha dives through onto Checkers, and things could get rough here unless Sean Gares is able to pick up these frags. Or is it Skadoodle now able to pick up these frags? It's going to go the way of nothing too for him. As Virtus.pro make their way, and they're taking too much damage here. It's getting really, really bad for them.
They have got those smoke grenades down, but is it going to be enough? We can see that Taz is only left on 10 HP. They have been able to get the bomb down, and Pasha right on the edge of the smoke will get caught out. Freakazoid picks up 2 in a matter of seconds. Now leaving Snacks the last one left alive. That's 1. Will he get any more? The bomb is ticking down, and they're swarming over towards this B-bomb site. Shroud will pick up the final kill once again here, and I thought that looked good for Virtus.pro because we saw Cloud9 initially take good mid control with that 1-3-1 setup that we pointed out. Then they managed to force Shroud out of vents, I think that was, and push him back. Then they took mid control themselves and entered the site and started to pick up a few kills, but you know, nothing picked up 2 huge kills on that B-bomb site.
All about nothing in that round, absolutely. As you say, Virtus.pro did everything right there. They managed to take away mid control without really losing much in the way of resources for it. It was Cloud9 that had to reposition, and then they just couldn't get the entries. So great play from nothing. And they're still running that double off setup, something that Virtus.pro will be wise to now. So have to see how they want to handle it. They have 3 players in B storage for some early pressure. Now, they don't have to commit to a B play with this. Still early days, but will Cloud9 react appropriately? Oh my goodness!
Grenade. That is the best timing I think I've seen on a HE grenade in a while.
He dived on that one to save his family or something.
Yeah, that was incredible. I think it was a failed smoke grenade actually maybe coming out there from VP. I think they wanted to try and aim it over towards a CT area and it bounced back off them. I'm not too sure though, but Freakazoid now playing where Nothing did some great work earlier on. And have a look at this. We now see Virtus.pro backing away. They get those grenades in there, try and make their presence known, and now they're going for an A split. We've got Taz coming up through A main. They've made their presence known in mid once again, and this is much better. Skadoodle in a crucial place. He's actually been smoked off initially from that A main position. Boosts himself on top and does pick up 1 kill there onto Snacks. Will he get any more? We're left in a 4 versus 4.
Such nice play there from Skadoodle, but it won't be nice enough to prevent that bomb from getting planted. And the problem is that they're not attacking from varied enough positions. They're all kind of just huddled up by the car at the moment. They're going to have 1 player coming through the connector into middle, up short. But Skadoodle's got to get something done here with that AWP. He's already taken 1 frag, but they are not peeking. And Pasha comes in from the back to execute Sean Gers. The leader of the team is now down. Shroud is trying to get done what he can. He's just going to save the AWP, but Pasha's got other ideas. And one thing I have to throw props to Virtus.pro there, because they took down Nothing with that initial play towards B. They got some damage in. This is something that I was talking about when Cloud9 were on their T side that I would have liked to have seen. They got the pressure in there. They even got a frag out of it, and then they're like, hey, you guys have to rotate now. What does that mean? Well, it probably means that your mid defense is going to be weak, because if you put players there, you're kind of gambling. So we still got 5. We can take mid now. So really smart play from Virtus.pro.
And they will punish the North Americans as we go into round number 23. Pistols once again here for Cloud9. This is the thing on the CT side. We all know that the economy is more expensive on the CT side, so it's a difficult one for them. Even though they've picked up some good rounds so far, it's not been quite enough. The grenade will roll in, but, well, Shroud actually on 1 point of health there. We can see Snacks is aware of this position. He's going to try and force out that player. Freakazoid comes through, and even whilst fully flashed, Snacks will pick up that kill. Burnt down to a crisp goes Shroud. He's dropped, and this looks like it could be a potentially very easy round here for Virtus.pro, just extending their lead to 14 rounds. And, I mean, what have Cloud9 got to do to try and bring this back in their favour?
Well, they first of all need to get the money going. And the thing is that their 1-3-1 setup wasn't going poorly, but they got to show adaptability now and show the ability to play with the rifle setup. Firstly, because Virtus.pro have clearly shown that they understand how to deal with what they were throwing at them previously, but also because running top 2 AWPs is too costly for them at this point in time. They need to get more efficient, cost-efficient rounds going for them, and the rifles is the way to play that. And you know, we saw Virtus.pro able to show us exactly how that's done. So Cloud9 just need to more or less repeat what Virtus.pro are doing and throw in some aggressions there as well. Take control, make a play for B storage with some rifles. Use the speed that the rifles can give you together. Take B storage, leave a guy in there. Same thing with A main. These are the kinds of plays that Cloud9 haven't shown to Virtus.pro just yet, and it's the kind of pace mix-up that could also be something that Virtus.pro could be caught off guard by. I think at times with Cloud9, some of the rounds that they've been able to pick up have been because of that unpredictability. When they just change something around and they do something a bit unorthodox to what Virtus.pro may expect, they pick up a few rounds off of that, as we saw on their T side earlier on. They are going to see what damage they can do here. Nothing actually going for that scout by Skadoodle, going for the glass cannon once again, and Freakazoid's only down onto a FAMAS. Only 1 player, well, 2 players, sorry, I do apologise, with head armor, Shroud, and Nothing that will be. But Virtus.pro only 2 rounds away from taking map number 1, which, as we spotted out earlier on, is Cloud9's pick before we head over towards Train. This is a crucial round here, obviously, for Cloud9. Yeah, and the one problem for them, I mean, they're running the same kind of setup as they had with the Orcs, but the problem, the weakness in this setup is actually if B gets hit and they don't get any damage when the players split from middle. Now, that's why they have to have mid presence here. That's why they have to do damage here, because once the players get into B, it can be very, very difficult once the smokes go down to actually retake it and stop the bomb from being planted. So Cloud9, they need to get the damage done here. Shroud is in an incredibly important position. He's actually going to fall back, which I kind of like. They're giving middle away to Virtus.pro at this point. 40 seconds left in this round, and we see all the kind of set grenades come into all the spots that could be troublesome from Virtus.pro, but they're setting up for the A split right now. Can they make it a good one? Cloud9 in position.
They've got a great read on this to Cloud9 by the looks of things, starting to rotate those players over. It's a very, very heavy presence. They know they've given that mid control, but they're not looking over towards short, as Neo will pick off one, and that's a crucial mistake. Seangare's trying to make up for their errors, but will it be enough? He gets two, and now leaving Skadoodle and Shroud, the last two left alive here. And this is the thing, if Cloud9 gave up mid control like that, there was no people actually watching short in case Virtus.pro came up that area towards A, which is in fact what they did.
At least Seangare's gave them a hope.
Yeah.
A chance. Picking up those 2 kills. Very nice by him. Very clutch by him. There's a great shot by Skadoodle. Can he get the no-scope? Yes, he can! Skadoodle! He could just do it now. Just Snacks left over with that bomb ticking away. Now he doesn't have a kit. And unless there's one nearby, he's going to be in a lot of trouble right now, because Virtus.pro Snacks, he knows exactly how to play this, and that is an awkward no-scope to attempt, but will not connect. So close. And as you said, incredibly important round. Look at the economy for Cloud9. It is decimated.
Virtus.pro in a very good spot to take this first map here on Cash and at least secure 1 point in this best of 2 series. Of course, you know, the point system being if you win a map, you get 1 point. If you win both maps in the best of 2 series, you get both points and then an extra point for winning the series, so 3 overall. Virtus.pro will be very happy with this first result here on Cash. It'll be very interesting to see how Train goes. I'm very excited about that one, as I have said, but Miley starts things off that Shroud down for the count, and will that be the last time we see him on this map? We will find out.
Alright, so this is a very precarious position, to say the least. For Cloud9, they've got a lot of Virtus.pro players pushing into B slowly but surely. They felt this push. They've already pushed A main, so they know that this is coming. They just have to hold, and with such an inferior selection of weapons, it's going to be a task and a half as nothing comes in from the vent. Just charging in, gets the headshot. Oh my goodness, what a shot there from nothing. Picks up the AK-47 and another frag to boot. This man is going huge for his team, but there's still so much work to be done in this 2-on-2. Seangare's has got to come out huge now. Nothing's done. A lot of work. Seangare's needs to close. He's got 2 players to play against. There it is. Bialy, 16-9 will be the score as Virtus.pro stand large and in charge.
Nothing really did stand out for his team now. We can just see it on the scoreboard. 24 frags to him, but it wasn't quite enough. Virtus.pro all round playing very, very well indeed, and they just in a way outclassed Cloud9. Great, you know, great work from them. And of course, this is the first time that we have seen this team facing up against Virtus.pro with this new lineup and everything. And you know, going back to the last GFINITY Spring Masters, even Virtus.pro had a stand, and they had Mihu playing in his place of Snacks, I do believe it was. So it's great to see these 2 teams actually playing now with their full roster here at GFINITY, because we weren't lucky enough to see it quite that way with that standing for Virtus.pro last time, but still Virtus.pro did take it 2-0. But I mean, on Cash, you know, what have you got to say about that map? Because it was an interesting one at times. It looked very